We've been away for a while, but now we're back. Dramatic effect. Episode 4.5. Guys, it's all gone to shit. We had to stop what we were doing at Wood Service purely because we had to keep pulling the vehicle out and putting it back in, and then pull it back out at night so then the workshop can continue in the day. That was posing to become a bit of a problem because it killed the flow of getting the project some momentum. Hit me with it. We love Galaxy hot chocolate. There's no soup. I've had the eyeball from Pad. He wants me out of here. I'm going to leave him to it. I don't want any trouble. Let's get out of here. Another job done, another snag. We've cut the floor out, so we now believe we have enough room to be able to get the engine in a position where we can start looking at the mounts. So we thought, while we're at it and the night's nearly done, we'll pop the wheels back on. And instant problem, we can't turn the wheel. We've come out too far with the chassis, so we're going to have another look, because this is going nowhere.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
So we are now at Moss Mechanical Services. Patrick, our technician, has decided to start up his own little business. Great news for us, great news for him, great news for everybody involved. We have the smart car up in the corner of the ramp and we have got some real progress to show you. Let's take a look. Track me, I'm over here. Now I'm over here. We're back. We spent many weeks back at the drawing board trying to figure out how we're ever going to get this project to work. And realistically, the only way we was ever going to see this project through is by making sure this can stay in a space where it doesn't need to move. And this is exactly what we've got. Perfect little unit, and we can just crack on with it. Smart 4.2 passion has all changed. We've redesigned the whole rear end in respect to extending the subframe. And symmetrically, aesthetically, it looks beautiful. We love it. And we've also got the engine in, as you can see. Take a look at that. I was really concerned. I didn't think it was going to fit in, and Paddy, the genius, has made it fit. It is secure as, and we now have some real headway made. So what we did is we stripped the rest of the car out, and now we are a bare shell with just an engine sitting in the back of it. Where we go from here, I'm still not entirely sure, but we're going to work it out. So the whole internal has been stripped completely. We've had angle grinders, we've had tape measures, we've had wiring ripped out, we've been cutting cable ties, we've pulled the dash. Everything that we don't need is now out, and we are starting from scratch. We have just an excellent canvas to work from, and now it's time to get to planning of where the final fixes are going to be. The engine is really close to the front seats, so we're going to have to box that in. So we're just working on the fabrication of how that's going to sit, the final position of that box, and making sure that it's not going to explode and blow my head off, or Jim's head off, or Paddy's head off. We don't really want to blow anyone's head off. So at the back we've still got the fuel tank, the induction, the heat protection, the exhaust. The exhaust really needs looking at. Looks like it's very excited to see us. Take a look at the exhaust. Never in my life have I seen a tailpipe quite so happy. The exhaust at the minute is straight through, it's running no silencer, which is going to pose a massive problem when it comes to us having any friends ever, anyone liking us for anything. It's going to sound like a tank. Obviously we're going to remanufacture and refabricate the exhaust when we get a little bit further down the line. But for now we just needed something to poke out somewhere, so Mark 1 exhaust, it is what it is. I need you guys to have a look at this. Some excellent engineering, fabrication, design, thoughtfulness, everything that goes in. The main drive chain cog for the engine sits in a really awkward position, and how the diff lies, we was never going to get one chain to run. So we've ran a double sprocket and mounted it on a bearings, and it just works really, really well. We've got good tension on it. We can make it adjustable. Get in there, mate. You gotta get in there, mate. So we've had to extend the frame back a touch to cater for the diff and the position of the engine, and various cuts just to give us that little bit more room that we needed. We was originally running square box section, which was running a little close to the wheels, so we've chopped that off, we've redesigned it, and we've gone for, obviously, cylindrical word? Jib? Pad? Anyone? We redesigned this for a frame, so it flows nice. Have a look at that. And also, the box section that we had here was originally square, but because we had to mount across to the other side of the subframe to mount the diff, we decided to bring it lower and get some symmetry, get some aesthetics in there, and I'm really happy with how that's turning out right now. We're still going to be able to get the bumper to sit behind in some form, but we're going to have to redesign part of it to then cater for an exhaust and a can. What went wrong? Everything. Of course it did. Everything went wrong. It always does. But it's not about what goes wrong, it's about what are we going to do. And that's what we've done. We've delivered, we've fixed. We've had to really think about it, try some things, scrap it, try some more things, scrap it, try some more things and go, you know, this could work. And we're actually starting to get somewhere now where we can see something that's going to get us to the next stage of this. And that's where we're sort of at now, where we're going to start to be able to think about the other components, the fuel tank system, the air intakes, the ducts coming in, that they've been able to box this off from the front seats, new seats, the dash, the gearing, the sequentials. There's so much to go next to the next steps that we really needed to get this done. And there was so much effing about. I would have ended up with 46 episodes just showing you how many times we've just ballsed it up. But we need to talk about costs, because cost is something that I was passionate about talking about at the start, and I want to talk to you about now. We've bought loads of different components: pedal box, shock absorbers, brakes, springs, and nothing that really is dead important right now. So if I was going to take the build up from where it was at the start to where it is now, we've spent approximately £1,300 on box section, bits of things that we found lying around, bits of things we've had to pick up and buy, the shocks, the springs that are sitting on the subframe, which are really important to the height that it sits at. And I feel like we've still got a long way to go. This isn't really for the faint-hearted. The amount of hours that have gone into this are phenomenal. There's been hours, nights, hours, a lot. There's been a lot of hours, and I'd say we're probably around 20% complete. Yeah, it's really not for the faint-hearted. I'm really glad that I order the parts and then that's it. The labourers, they've got their work cut out still. I'm really excited that these hands stay clean. So what can we expect in the next episode? I have no idea, to be honest. I ain't got a clue. We need to work out a plan. I'm beginning to see myself in this. It's going to work. What's going to come in the next episode? Well, we want to see this running before we go too much further. So we've got to look at the rad and the oil cooler. Once we've got that plumbed in, we're going to get it running. Yeah, we've still got a lot to do, but hopefully for the next episode we want to see this running for you, and by the time we've got it running, it's coming straight back out because we need to get it all painted. That's the next step. Steps. Guys, thank you for checking in our smart car project. If you like the video, you should definitely subscribe to our channel and even smash the like button. Smash it. We look forward to seeing you next time.